Here's a crazy, inconvenient story. For some, it might be inspiring. You see, 8 years ago, when I was 20 years old, I gave everything up. I gave everything that I worked so hard for in school. I gave it up. You see, I was your typical good Singapore student. I did well enough in JC, scored straight A's, got my full scholarship, and the path ahead for me was secure and safe. But at the last minute, I decided to let go of everything. And I left the country shortly after my national service. Everyone around me thought I was crazy to give it up. But for me, it felt like the right thing to do. Because, don't get me wrong, the education system in Singapore is amazing. But I felt like it was too safe. It was a path that everyone was walking. And so I thought, if I really wanted to differentiate myself, I shouldn't be walking on the same path that everyone is walking. I shouldn't be chasing a degree just to get a job. I'm sure there's another way to get a job without a degree, a good job. And so I did this. I went to conferences, I went to after parties, and I went to network with CEOs, I went to network with people that I could learn from. You see, I didn't have a degree, but what I learned was if you are a delight to people, if you know how to have conversations with people, if you know how to provide value to people, if you learn how to listen to people, opportunities will come your way. All these business CEOs that I talked to were facing a certain problem. And I listened to them. I listened really deeply to all their issues. And I told them, I will do it for you. I will solve it for you. And I worked so hard for them, not for a financial return. I never did ask for anything in return. I just asked for an experience. I just asked for an opportunity to learn from them. And sure, some of the issues I solved, and I was invited to work in Korea for some of them. And for me, I never thought that I made the wrong decision. Not going to university, not spending 4 years there was the best decision of my life, because in return, I got an experience and learning opportunity that no one could get. And what's the secret here? The secret here is to take a risk. The secret here is to be courageous, be bold enough to walk a different path. Question why everyone is walking the same path. Question is if something is safe. Question why something is comfortable. Comfort limits us. But if you're able to step out of your comfort zone, that's where all the opportunities are. Singapore is amazing, don't get me wrong. It is a comfortable country. But if we're stuck in this comfortable state, we will never grow. We will be getting the same opportunities, competing for the same opportunities. And in today's age, knowledge is cheap. Knowledge is so readily accessible. You have to question why you are still in school. Don't get me wrong. I think it's essential that you go to secondary school and maybe JC or Polytechnic. But afterwards, is it essential to go to university? I think not. I challenge you to ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? I challenge you to go out into the world and learn from people. And the great thing is, the Singapore passport is one of the strongest in the world. What's stopping you from flying to another country and meeting someone and learning from them? Do it, because that's what I'm doing now. And it's not that bad, really.